Hi everyone, and welcome to the Bible Explained. I'm your host Adam Ericksen, and today I want to talk with you about creation. Specifically about the creation story in Genesis 1. Now, a lot of people want to debate, did this really happen? Is this just a myth? And we miss the entire point. Here's why. Because in the ancient world, there were a lot of creation stories, and most of them looked a lot like the Babylonian creation myth. You had this mother god named Tiamat, and she had children, teenagers, who thought that the mother wasn't making very good rules. And so the teenagers protested and even started a war against Tiamat. And so the mother god and the children god were at war, and eventually the children defeated the mom, killed her and her general, and cut her body in half, and part of her body was the earth and the other part was the sky, and they killed the general, and out of his blood they created human beings. And they thought that Tiamat was evil and that her general was evil. And so what is this saying about the world? That the world is an evil place, and the way to bring peace and creation is through violence. That is the myth that most of the people in the ancient world would tell. Now, there were these other people called the Jews, and they started telling their own creation story, and it went like this. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And that's boring. No war? No violence? No evil? No. And the ancient Jews would say this too. And it was good. In fact, after every day of creation, there was the repetition of, and it was good. And at the end, they say, and it was very good. Do you see the difference in these creation stories? The Bible is telling us that the world is fundamentally a good place. What does that mean? It means that when terrorism happens, it means that when somebody goes into a nightclub and shoots up the place, that these things are not supposed to happen. It means that when evil and violence happens, it goes against the fundamental reality of the world. There's a part of me that when these things happen just says, oh, well, that's just how the world is. No, that's the ancient myths. That's not biblical. That's not how the world is supposed to be. So what the Bible is telling us is that in the face of violence and terror, we are supposed to protest. We are supposed to say that this is not how the world is supposed to be. We are supposed to live into the alternative story, which is that the world is fundamentally good. Not based on violence, but on nonviolent goodness. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, feel free to like it or share it. If you didn't like the video, like Genesis 1 says, it's all good, no worries. In fact, like Tony the Tiger says, it's great. And if you have anything in the Bible that you would like explained to you, feel free to let me know in the comment section.